depth gauge.
Supply that?
What's that?
Did they supply that?
It's mine. Take it home. You go buy me another one. And then lots of guys try to take these home. No, they don't supply it. I'm the only school that uses this. I don't know why other schools, you talk about tire depth and what's major or minor about tread depth that's on your schedule 1. Yet, if you don't know what depth you got, how do you know? If you're old school, the one way you can tell if your tire depth is bad is if you put a dime in there and you have less than half a dime, it's 4:30 seconds. You're probably due for a tire change. But if you look at 4:30 seconds here, that's pretty damn shallow. Wouldn't even pass on a car, let alone a truck. Unlock your hood. Like I said, there's Kevin. Jump around and start asking questions. After the 3 times around that you guys are looking for me, you can always start on the passenger side. Okay. We're going to start top to bottom, left to right. Top to bottom, left to right. You divide the truck in half. This half of the sun visor is tight. There's no damage. Windshield is tight. There's no cracks or stone bruising. The wiper blade is in good shape and has good tension. The cab air box is tight. No leaks. Your washer fluid is full. Cap is on. No leaks. Hood mount is tight. No cracks. Your engine intake pipe is tight, no leaks. Upper and lower rad hoses are tight, no leaks. Your rad support is tight, no cracks. Side of the rad is tight, no cracks or leaks. Your air-to-air pipe is tight, no leaks. Fan blades, tight, no cracks, chunks out of them for balancing. Alternator is tight, alternator wiring is tight. Alternator belt is tight, no cuts or frays. AC compressor is tight, no leaks. AC belt, tight, no cuts or frays. AC lines, tight with no leaks. Touch nothing. Turbo is tight, no leaks. Exhaust is tight with no leaks. Oil filter and coolant filter down here are tight with no leaks. Okay, follow this all the way across. I'm still above the frame. In front here, I have a hood hinge, tight with no cracks. Hood shock, tight with no leaks. High and low headlights are tight. Wiring is tight. Fog light is tight. Wiring to the fog light is tight. Frame has no cracks. Shock is tight, no leaks. Spring hanger back there is tight with no cracks. Spring is tight with no cracks. 2 U-bolts are tight, no cracks. 1 axle, tight, no cracks. This steering component on this side is tight with no cracks. Air line to the brake chamber, tight with no leaks. Type 20 brake chamber is tight with no leaks. Automatic slack adjuster. You drop this bar in here and you give it a yank. Has less than 1 inch of travel. Inside hub, tight with no leaks. Inside rim has no cracks. Inside tire, no cuts or bulges. Tire pressure, 100 psi. Tread depth on the tire, approximately 16-30 seconds, minimum is 4. Outside tire, no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. Hubcap is tight. Behind this hubcap is an oil-filled hub, tight, no leaks, and is full. Finally, the valve stem is straight with a cap on. That's all the items. That one should have taken me about 4 to 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Got this side now. Do the same thing, we just got a few more items. This half of the visor is tight, no cracks or damage. Windshield is tight, no cracks or stone bruising. Wiper blade is in good shape, has good tension. Come down here. I'm going to stop right here and work my way in. Hood mount is tight. Hydraulic clutch reservoir is full. Cap is on, no leaks. Air lines to the cab are tight, no leaks. Steering column is tight with no excessive play. Come across. Hood rad mount is tight, no cracks. Wiring on the side of the motor is secure and there's no damage to it. The radiator tank, coolant tank, whichever you want to call it, full, caps are on, no leaks. Side of the rad is tight, no cracks or leaks. My intercooler is tight, clamps are tight, no leaks. Oil fill cap is tight, there's no leaks to it. Fan blades on this side are tight, there's no cracks or chunks in them from balancing, and I can see the rest of the belt is tight, no cuts or frays. Okay, come across. Since I'm here, I got 2 fuel filters tight with no leaks. I come in here, this is a gear-driven oil bath compressor, tight with no leaks. Power steering pump is tight with no leaks. Power steering lines are all tight with no leaks. Dipstick is tight, oil level is good. You follow the steel braided line down, and underneath the cab I have a compressor, or not compressor, a dryer and a governor that are both tight with no leaks. And back here I have a starter and the starter wiring, which is tight. I'll come back, frame has no cracks. Now I can stop here. Power steering reservoir is full, caps are on, no leaks. Power steering box is tight, no leaks. I'll keep coming across. Hood hinge on this side is tight, no cracks. Hood shock is tight with no leaks. High and low headlights are tight. Wiring is tight. Fog light is tight. Wiring to the fog light is also tight. I come back here. Shock tight with no leaks. Back there, my spring hanger is tight with no cracks. The spring is tight with no cracks. I got 2 U-bolts on this side, tight with no cracks. The axle on this side is tight, no cracks. All my steering components I have here are tight. There's no cracks to them. Airline to the Type 20 brake chamber is tight, no leaks. Type 20 brake chamber is tight with no leaks. Drop the bar in here. Automatic slack adjuster has less than 1 inch of travel. This is where they can sometimes ask you how to set them, if it was. Inside hub, no leaks. Inside rim, no cracks. Inside tire, no cuts or bulges. Tire pressure 100 pounds. Take your tire depth gauge out because you don't know what tire they're going to check. Have you checked one but doesn't know where. This one's 16-30 seconds, minimum is 4. Outside tire, no cuts or bulges. Outside rim, no cracks. All 10 lug nuts are tight, no rust or filings. Cap is on. Behind this cap, there is an oil-filled hub. It's full, tight, no leaks. Finally, the valve stem is straight with the cap on. Okay, that's everything from under the hood. You guys can shut down the safe sometime. All I'm going to do now is just close the hood and lock it.